Hi there, it's Bev Janisch here. I wanted to do a video for you today and talk about something I hear from a lot of people, and that is the sense that they can really relate to the whole idea of soul hunger. And soul hunger is something I experienced a number of years ago, and it was really kind of a confusing thing. And so I wanted to perhaps shed a bit of light on what exactly is this sense of soul hunger. And soul hunger is really probably best described as having this inner longing or restlessness or feeling unsettled and just somehow having this deep inner sense that we're not living our lives in alignment with our true selves. And it really is a sign or a feeling of somehow we have the part of us that is experiencing some sense of an unlived life, in that this sense that there is a gap between how we're living our lives and how we're meant to be living our lives. And this can really happen at any age. There's people I hear from, in their 20s who are starting out with their lives and have a sense that, you know what, am I living my life or am I living someone else's life? And we all kind of have that sense at times about, whose life am I living anyway? And the thing is, the soul, that inner sense of who we're meant to become, has a vision for what our life is meant to look like. And the more we stray from that vision, that greater sense of soul hunger will arise. Now, as I said, that can happen to people in their 20s and all the way through till, the very end of life, where people at the end of life have a lot of regrets about how they didn't live their most authentic life. So for me, that really didn't happen until later in life, because the first part of my life, I pretty much was on my soul's path. I, got married. I was a nurse. I had this calling to be a nurse from the time I was a very young girl. I had my kids. I was just living a full, fulfilled, busy, meaningful life. And then all of that changed when I kind of steered away from my most authentic life and kind of followed the conditioned life of what you're supposed to do. Once you've achieved that place in life where you have a material abundance and now you can retire young and travel, and all of that sounds so fantastic. But for me, that wasn't my soul's journey. And so I strayed from my own path, doing kind of what other people around me, were doing, and what my husband felt was right for his path. And after a few years, my soul really rebelled and was giving me all sorts of signs that I had lost my way. I wasn't on my path anymore. And losing my way was really manifesting in physical symptoms. I felt this almost dark cloud come over me, a fog, and it wasn't a depression or anything that could be diagnosed or fixed from a perspective of a mental health issue. It truly was my soul was withdrawing the light from the path that I had chosen because it wasn't my path. And that really was the shift from living the life that was very kind of unconscious and I wasn't aware, to having to go inward and start living a life based on my own soul's journey, my own inner wisdom, my own inner tuition, my own compass. And the trick about that is we often don't have the tools to navigate by our own compass, because we've been taught to look outside of ourselves and see what other people are doing and how it's supposed to be and what's supposed to make us happy. And so this soul hunger truly is an invitation to shift and pivot and look inward and develop some new skills and look at the areas of our life that we perhaps need to heal. Those areas where we may hold anger, resentment. We need to learn how to forgive. We need to learn how to integrate the experiences from our past, our relationships with our parents. We need to integrate all of that. Our soul really expands with the development of meaning, the meaning of our life's experiences. So we need to expand. We need to explore the reasons why perhaps that we lost our way. We need to cultivate a deeper sense of love, and starting with ourselves for self-love. And all of these things help us to come back onto track. And it helps us to create a vessel within ourselves to be a deeper expression of our soul and our soul's purpose. So it truly is a shift from living a life that is from the outside in to the inside out. And as I said, it can really happen at any age. I see and hear from more and more young people who are experiencing this soul hunger and are feeling the call and wanting to live in alignment and needing to find the inner strength and resilience in order to follow our own path. Because I think that that saying is so very true, that if the path is lit, then it's probably not our path. So I hope that sheds a light on a little bit of soul hunger, and it inspires you to take the first step of the journey, which is really that age-old saying, to know thyself. Begin to understand yourself, knowing that that's not a selfish thing to do. It is truly the deepest expression of love that there is. So thank you. I am deeply honored to be on this journey with you. And as we are having an increasing number of people that are awakening and questioning and asking these really vital questions, it is truly a meaningful journey. And as I say, I'm deeply grateful to be on it with you. So if you have comments or questions, we'd love to hear in the comments below. Thank you.